Yo, what up, guys? This intro is taking forever, but it's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm going on my way to Second Tap to hang out with David. And I've never been before, so I'm super excited. And they're tapping new beers today, so let's see what they're tapping. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Victor. I'm here at Second Tap, hanging out with David. Bringing people together one beer at a time. But you actually reached out to me, so you're bringing us together one beer at a time.
Dude, I'm a big fan of what you're doing, man.
Well,
so
thank you.
I appreciate you coming out here. And
I'm a big fan of you guys.
Thanks,
you did the whole thing with Manhattan Project, and that's how I found out about you guys. I am 100% biased. Manhattan Project is my favorite brewery.
Yeah.
I've been repping it.
They make fantastic beers.
Yeah.
Really, really good beers. I mean, we had them on starting June 7th, and we kept them on for the 3-week process, but it was hard to keep them in stock, man. Those kegs were flying.
They do fly. It's beautiful. Yeah. But you had a whole thing about it too. Is you had a whole voting thing of like who's the next on tap. So you engage in the community in a really unique way. Like, hey, we're gonna tap one of these two people. Let's vote on it.
Yeah, man. It started off with a 64 brewery bracket, and it just worked all the way down. But man, that last like 5 minutes got so crazy that our system just started flickering, and it was just like people were just voting in at the last, and it was literally like four votes that was a deciding factor between Armadillo Ale Works and Manhattan Project.
No way! I would have figured Manhattan would have won by a landslide.
Dude, you'd be surprised.
I voted like the moment I saw it, I was like, oh man, and you got that. No offense, Armadillo.
Yeah, right.
No offense at all.
We're doing an event with Armadillo, so we're looking forward to it. Just kind of help them out. We're gonna do some fun things with them, so we're looking forward to it.
But it's interesting to be that was so close and close. You know, like I said, I'm 100% biased, so like I said, I was like, oh, landslide victory right here. But community sees the difference. That was awesome.
There was a lot of out of market breweries too that don't even come up here that people were voting for, and I was like, okay, that'd be pretty interesting if we did that.
That would be interesting.
We still plan on doing that. You know, that for us here, it's like we're not gonna. Yes, we want to support everybody, like all the breweries as much as possible, but we also want to bring the breweries that they can't try outside of the DFW Metroplex.
Yeah, that'd be
so that's why we'll go drive out there and pick them up and whatnot and bring it up here. So we'll just have a good time with it.
Yeah, man, that'd be legit. But so, tell me about Second Tap.
So the Second Tap stands for the Second Tap Room. What it is, we feature a brewery, and it's a tap room takeover. So instead of like a tap takeover that you'll see at bars, and they'll take a few taps, here they take all the taps.
Gotcha.
So this place becomes their secondary tap room for 3 weeks. And that's kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to feature it that way to where, you know, breweries can showcase all their beers. You know, not just the rotating ones out in the market. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Yeah. But we wanted to find a place, a home, where breweries can market their entire portfolio for 3 weeks and just help build their engagement even more, because we're in a high foot traffic area where we're located at.
Yeah, I can definitely say that by every weekend.
Oh yeah,
thousands upon thousands of people come here.
Most definitely, and it's just nonstop people just trying different beers, because that's the best thing about it. Is like we not only do we educate ourselves about the beer, which most of the time we already know about the beer, but we educate our staff. So that's the biggest thing. We don't want someone just saying like, hey, what do you have? And then we educate, if they're like, I usually drink, a domestic beer. Well, let me introduce you to this beer. For instance, like Necessary Evil, when we had Manhattan on.
We were talking about Second Tap, and the reason why you guys started Second Tap.
That's where we are right now.
That's where we are located at the moment. I'm sorry, we talked about imagination for so long, I forgot where we left off.
No, we were just talking about
But this is the second home for breweries, and you want to showcase that, and that's what I remember from the last.
Because we want people to remember not just the rotating beers that are out in the market, but their entire lineup, their core lineup. And a lot of people seem to forget that because I don't want to say spoiled. That may be bad. That may be misinterpreted.
I mean, I don't think you mean like they're spoiled brats or anything like that, but we are lucky. Especially people getting into craft beer now.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty new to craft beer. I've only been into it for barely going on 2 years now, and I've just got into it, like deep into it the last year. Yeah. So lucky for me, in the last 2 years, several breweries opened up since then.
And they've been, everybody's been making some great
Manhattan Project is
beers.
opening up finally. Turning Point opened up. Celestial opened up. Oak Cliff opened up. Brutal Ale Works opened up. Cowtown opened up. Like this, so many breweries. Other breweries I can't even name because there's so many popping up left and right.
Yeah.
Funky Picnic is about to open up. So there's so many breweries opening up that we're spoiled because there's so many new variety of beers popping up. You forget about other beers, core beers, without the twist on it. You know.
Well, I think a big part of that is, as if you're in beer sales, going out and telling a bar manager or a beer buyer, hey, we have this beer to try, and they've got to sell that to the customers too.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier for a customer to be told, hey, it's this style with this cool thing on it, right? It's an easier, quick sell rather than saying, oh, this is a really, really good ESB,
Yeah.
right? I love ESBs, but there's a reason why you start seeing them drop off lineups or go with Public Ale, go from year-round, full year-round to a limited year-round where it's just released kind of consistently. I think it's because there's nothing, I guess, sexy about it other than it's being a really good beer. And so for a beer buyer, if you go and say, hey, this IPA has X with it, or we're using this specialty hop with it, instead of this is just a really good American traditional West Coast IPA.
What I really appreciate about this place, and what I appreciate about the mission statement here, is you want to reintroduce people to a brewery at a time. And when you have 40,000 people coming here every week or so, like you introduce them to a brewery, and you focus on that brewery. So right now, we have a community on there, and we don't. The reason why I bring them up because you have them on taps, but what I love from community is the Legion. And Legion variants they drop every year, but that's one time a year. That's one of their seasonal things, and they go big on that, right? Okay, cool. Let's say you only go there for that. Then you forget that they have all the other beers. So you're reintroducing them to this, and it's really interesting. I like that mission statement, introducing people not just to the core beers, but to a brewery and what their repertoire may be.
Right.
You know?
Oh, most definitely. And with us, it's for us like a lot of people we don't want to stick with just DFW. We of course we're always going to show more loyal to DFW just because it's where we're from. It's
where a lot of friends work.
That's where a lot of our friends. We've been in this business for quite some time. So of course we're going to support all of them, but we also understand people want to try. It's beer. That's what we want to bring to people. Beer from outside of DFW, beer from outside of the state. If they distribute it here in Texas, we'll bring them on. So we don't want to limit ourselves to just small breweries. I mean, for instance, Community's no small person. So like that's
one of the staples.
Showcases.
One of the staples. I did it on the podcast with them earlier this year, and I was like, they're one of the staple breweries in Dallas.
Yeah. Again, unless you have somebody who regularly drinks community beers, when you ask them, hey, name some community beers, you'll usually hear the same 2 or 3. And
you got the Mosaic IPA, you got the Lager.
When people start addressing the brewery as the beer, people will ask for like Mosaic, and they're like, oh, Mosaic. I'm like, that's the beer. Like, that's not the brewery's community.
Yeah.
Or people do the same thing with like Revolver. They'll like, can I get a Blood and Honey? And they're like, oh, yeah. They'll ask for Blood and Honey, and you'll give them Blood and Honey, but then they're asking for something else, and I'm like, are you asking about the brewery Revolver? Like, I have several beers, things like that. So it's just because that beer's, yes, it sells like crazy, but that's the one that's most pushed out in the market because it's an easy sell, and there's not really much attention on the other beers that are just as good in the market.
No, this is true. It's true. No, I like the mission statement. Listen, man, when you have such a high volume of people coming through, if you could showcase one brewery and it helps your bar staff, right? Let's say Saturdays, easily 10,000 people come through here, walking by. Out of those 10,000 people, a vast majority of them are gonna drink beer. You gotta sit there and explain every different variant of every different beer from different locations. You're like, okay, this is gonna be a little difficult.
And people love to ask, where's this brewery from?
Yeah.
So answer that once. I get it.
Yeah. All these beers are from community. They're Dallas. They're local. Blah blah blah. It helps the bar staff and streamlines it, but it also gives you the ability to showcase the beer, and then showcase maybe to your staff too. Like, let's say you have an Ingenious one time. Like, have Ingenious. They're from Humble. Like, this brewery is from Humble. They make a lot of great hazy New England style IPAs and some bomb ass stouts. And here's what we're tapping from. It's going on. So it makes it a little bit easier. And you also showcase them for weeks because you do what, 3 or 4 weeks?
3
3
weeks.
right now.
3
There's no
weeks?
hard
3
rule
weeks.
on it, but that's kind of what we're shooting for.
Yeah, 'cause
weeks.
right now, it's the biggest thing we have is making sure the brewery has enough beer to sustain being here for 3 weeks. And if they can't, then we'll bring it down to 1 week, or we'll bring it down to 2 weeks, whatever they can provide.
Yeah.
You know, that we're not solely always in it. I mean, for the most part, yes, we'll do 3 weeks, but for brewery, if we really, you know, it really comes down to the brewery at that point. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, but this is really just their second tap room. If they want to bring neons and put them up in here, this literally transforms into their spot.
Yeah, so what? So we were sitting here, but the actual artwork is right next to us. So we're gonna put the picture right here in front of us right now. So this is the actual artwork where they have a community sign with the second tap sign and showcasing them. So it's pretty legit, man. I like it a lot.
We really try to make this space feel like, yes, we have the second tap branding right there, but we really try to make this spot feel like a brewery spot. You know, that we're really trying to bring little fun things in to kind of replicate like a brewery. Like, for instance, like on our happy hours or our Tuesday tours. That's what we do. We do, if you want to explain a little.
That's what we're looking at doing, and we've got some glassware on order. Basically on Tuesdays, come in, get a glass, 2 pours, probably for about $10. Similar if you're going to a brewery, seeing the tour, and you get 2 or 3 tokens, 10, 15, and you get to keep the glass. And then if people bring back a glass, for a lot of the locals right here, we might already have one. They don't need the 15th one. They can just bring it back. We knock $2 off, and that way functionally it's $1, $1.50 off beer, but it's more like how a brewery might do it. And it's a little bit more fun too.
Yeah.
Try
Keep
something
with
different.
that theme.
Yeah, that's legit.
Like I said, like our so I guess like our blueprint is we just look at breweries and we look at just one of the funny laws of TABC, and we just try to play with it in our own little space. Back to what we were saying about all of our friends in the DFW Metroplex, that's really why we did it, to be honest with you, because we didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and we kind of wanted to see what the people want as well. So it's kind of just our way of like knocking 2 birds out with 1 stone. I don't know. The bracket thing definitely isn't gone away. Like we'll probably bring it back. It was crazy like how many people like were engaged with that thing. So I was actually
That's the first time I've heard of you guys and the events going on. And
Yeah.
I voted, like I said, Manhattan Project all the way.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. I mean, like I said, our server was messing up, everything. I was just like, what's going on here? And like I had people text me like, our vote didn't go in. What's going on? What's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna figure it out. I gotta make phone calls. Hold on.
I'm not the IT guy. Let me call him.
No, man, no. But it was fun. Like I said, that was very unique. We haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
I've seen other states do it. I had someone from Michigan come on the podcast that does something similar to what I do here.
Yeah.
And they talk about the bracket system they did for.
Is that the guy you met at Lone
Yeah.
Star? Okay, I watched that.
Yeah, really
That's
nice
okay.
guy.
I watch your stuff.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. No, really nice guy. Better on Draft podcast. Check them out. A good group of people, but they did something similar. But I haven't seen that outside of them and outside of the brewery, like a full competition bracket
Right.
system and get the community involved in voting for things.
Gotcha.
And I think that's legit, man.
Yeah, man. No, we'll definitely bring it back. It's definitely not out. I mean, right now so the way we go about picking breweries is we also look at what's going on in the season. But Texas is. I'm Texas through and through. I love.
Yeah.
I'm very prideful about it. But it's very bipolar when it comes to the just weather.
Well,
lately we've been having tornadoes every Sunday, so we're calling them stormy Sundays now.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, no joke, right?
Yeah, that's actually facts. Like Sundays, the power going out and shit.
Everybody, dude, it's been
Random
rough.
thunderstorms. Listen, this is not to sound racist, but Texas is just a Latin woman. Sometimes they gotta be happy, sometimes they gonna be mad. It might be all in the same day.
That's the truth right there, dude. I grew up with a bunch of them. I understand.
I'm Puerto Rican.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
I love all my Latin women out there.
Mom, I still love you.
I love all my Latin women out there. That's the only ones I date. That's the only one I can. But this is what Talking on the Influence is about, man.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's the best. I love it. Usually so my family's been in the industry for a long time. My uncle working at Miller. My great uncle worked at Miller. My uncle worked for Miller, but was just
The Full Wolf Cannon?
yeah. The distribution was owned by the Cranes at the time.
Nice.
When my uncle was working there, and then I worked for Andrews right out of high school. And then from Andrews, I left and did some other stuff. And then after that, I started working for Full Clip. Did that, and then that's where my introduction into craft was with Andrews because I was part of the Force 4 division.
Thank you, sir.
But it wasn't until I was at Full Clip where I actually got to engage with the brewery. So I do take I give Full Clip a lot of credit because those guys really do care about a lot of the brands.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say Andrews and Benny Keith don't, because they still do. I think every distributor tries to.
Everybody does it the best way they can.
Yes, it's just large portfolios, man. But that, like I said, I don't want to talk shit about any distributor.
We're not talking bad about anybody. Everybody.
I only talk shit about distributors.
I only talk
nothing-
shit about everybody
That's not
equally. You know, there's no discrimination here. Everybody gets shit on equally, except for Manhattan Project.
Right.
The only one that gets shit on.
We'll talk shit about Turning Point, only because I know JP really well.
Listen, if I talk shit about Turning Point, I'm gonna equally talk shit about Matt and Celestial over there. I'm talking shit about everybody equally.
No, I love Turning Point, man. Those guys are doing great stuff. But I know
Everybody's doing their best, man.
JP and I kind of known each other for. Dude, when I met JP, he had this long emo hair, wearing skinny jeans, and like looked like he just played like from My Chemical Romance. Like,
I need that picture.
Oh, dude, I'll find them.
I need that picture.
have one.
So when we do a podcast, I can bring that up. I was like, is this you?
This is the real JP.
That's what that's been.
Just
on
imagine
Fallon.
him with
a photo with that
Yeah.
shit about it.
So tell me about this photo right here. What was going on in this situation?
Imagine, like, dude, I can't remember if he flat ironed his hair, but it was always just straight. Like, it was so.
I mean, you don't have
funny.
to flat iron it.
I did. My hair's wavy, but his was like perfect. Like it'll always just like perfect.
He might have flat ironed it.
Maybe it was always long. I mean, it wasn't like that long.
Does he have
but
curly hair now?
He always flipped it. I don't know. He always wears a hat.
Yeah. I don't know. No, but so who's the next one on?
So the next one after this is going to be Armadillo Ale Works.
Nice.
They've got second place, but then we're doing a watermelon. They're doing a watermelon festival out here, and we kind of want to incorporate their watermelon Kolsch that they have. But too, we also wanted, there was so much love for Armadillo Ale Works. There was so much love, not even just in Denton alone. Like there was a lot of people here in Dallas that were voting for him like crazy, like on our bracket. And that alone just got me. I was like, whoa, this is something. So,
No, yeah, man. Listen, like I said, when you mentioned earlier how close it was to voting, I was
nuts.
like,
Like,
I am 100% surprised about that. And again, I say it because I'm biased. I think Manhattan would have blown him out the water, but they got love out there in the community. So yeah, why not bring them out? If you got people voting at the end of the wire and it's going neck to neck like that, yeah, have both on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why
dude.
not? Yeah,
For sure. So we plan on doing some really fun events with them. We're gonna do, Denton calls themselves Little D. And of course, Dallas is Big D.
Yeah, I don't like that name. I don't like neither one of those names.
Right?
I don't like Little D or Big D. No,
but
no, no.
you're gonna love this name because Little D is gonna invade Big D.
Yeah, no.
But we're gonna do the world's smallest pub crawl, man. Where we're trying to get Guinness to come out here, like Guinness World Records, but to kind of talk with us, but we haven't heard anything.
I think we're
If
gonna
they
miss the
want
cutoff, like,
to,
on,
if they
like,
want to
the
reach
review
back
period,
out
we'll
to
be like-
us, that'd be great.
I think up to like a week after when we're planning on having it.
But we're still gonna do it. We're still gonna do it.
You
But
can reschedule it. The world's smallest pub crawl.
yeah, but it's gonna be us and then this vendor right next across from us, one next door to us, Rex's Seafood, and then back here. So it's like 4 stops.
Which will incorporate a pub crawl.
Yeah, we might be able to get up
Bar
to 6
crawl,
in this area. It'll all be like
Within a mile.
50 yards of walking.
50 yards.
So
It's not very far.
just plan on doing that, man. It'll be a lot of
Let
fun.
me know when we do this, and we will vlog that episode. World's smallest pub crawl.
We'll get like a little bike and and they're here.
So far away. I do not see second set behind me.
Or it takes away all the things I hate about pub crawls. A lot of walking and being outside in the heat.
I don't mind the walking. Here's the thing about pub crawls. The first 3 pubs are not a problem. It's never the problem.
that is very
It's
true.
never the problem. It's the 4th or 5th pub crawl where you get to where you gotta walk all the way back. I'm like,
Because the first 3 are always clustered together.
Yeah, the
and then
first
other
2 or
2 are
3.
the other side.
Yeah, and I was
Dude,
like,
my favorite pub crawl is the Santa Claus pub crawl in Fort Worth.
I've never done that one.
So it was so funny because it was so much fun, but it's everywhere. Like there's so many bars that like participate in it. But at the end of the night, it's like every time you see a bunch of Santas getting in the back of this van that's with cops.
It looks. I was thinking they were going home. Yeah, they're going home in a different route.
And it's just so funny. I was like, "Free Santa!" And like they're all just
Hashtag
getting
free Santa. Nah,
so
man,
funny.
that's pub crawls. I love pub crawls, but it's just the back half of pub crawls is always the rough part of it.
Right.
Would it be a biking pub crawl? Would it be like a full Lower Greenville pub crawl? Like the second half is where you get fuck that. Like
There's one I really want to do up in Michigan. There's a little bit of walking, a little bit of bicycling, and then kayaking.
yeah,
I don't know
fuck
if I can do that,
Sounds
dude.
awesome.
I don't
That
think I
sound-
can do the kayaking, especially what time of the year is it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're doing it when it's frozen.
You
But
never know.
You never know.
It's always
No
isn't it
offense,
always
white people
frozen?
love this shit. White people love doing stuff in cold water. I was like, nah.
I'm okay, man. I'll watch you guys do it while I'm
Yeah.
drinking a beer.
No,
I'll drink a cold
also
beer,
not just
that's
not the cold water. Kayaking is rough, bro. Listen, I was out in Mexico and they're like, we're gonna go kayaking in the ocean, like whatever that
the
thing.
ocean's the worst.
And I was in there for 10 minutes. And I told my team, I'm quitting, bro. I'm not. They're like, help us. I'm like, nah, I'm tired, bro.
As long as you're in a single person kayak, it's okay. Because I've never been in a two-person kayak, and the
Yeah.
other person been equally willing to paddle.
No. I
They're
was
always paddling less.
I was down. Here's the thing about so let me give you backstory why I quit. Hey, I've been drinking for 3 days straight, and I was just chilling on the beach getting drunk. They're like, oh, we need one more person. And I'm like, no. But
I know.
I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm drunk. But they get this fucking rope me in. I'm like, fuck it. Fine, let's go. Remind me shots afterwards. But I felt bad for the girl because the girl mostly kayaked 90% of the way.
Oh no shit.
Bro, listen, 10 minutes in, we're pacing. We're sticking with the whole team. We're not in the lead. We're not in the back. We're in it. Woo, 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 going. We're going. We're in this. Right? 10 minutes in, I hit a wall. My body said no. I'm like, nope. Not doing it. I mean, only towards the end where I started picking back up again because she physically was exhausted. Because she was carrying this whole way. I'm like, I'm not doing it,
It would have
bro.
been better for her if you
That
guys
boy,
weren't
she
there.
just puts her arm out.
You see me at the end. Like, there's a picture of me at the end, and I'm kayaking, but only because 90% of the way she did it.
It makes you look like the hero. Everybody only sees like the
They only
last
see
thing.
me. They only see me doing it at the end, and she's like exhausted. It's like, God, you really got so tired. Like, nah, don't talk about her. She was the champ. I quit out there.
That's hilarious.
And I'm not ashamed to say I quit like a little baby. I was like, this alcohol will hit you when you try to do physical activities and the alcohol hits you. I'm like, nah,
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna make it. But
Like something's going wrong with my body. Or,
my body said, no, you can eat water. You've been drinking for 3 days straight. And that's one of my favorite Mexico trips of all time where we shut down. Like, it was an all-inclusive bar that we were staying at. Like one of those all-you-can-drink bars, hotels in Mexico.
Yeah.
Very common, right?
Yeah.
But we were on one of the VIP sections. We shut that bar down 3 nights in a row, which they had to call another hotel to bring liquor in. That's how much, yeah. I just met a bunch of people from Chicago, from New York City, and we just became like cool because everybody's from that side of the world. And I was living in Dallas at the time. And I'm like, how the fuck we run into each other? We were just all playing dominoes, we were talking mad shit,
Funny
playing money
thing,
games.
You should, if you can drink that much. Charles says he can outdrink anybody.
No,
so-
it's
No, not anyone.
no.
Not anyone.
He clearly said a couple days ago he can outdrink everyone.
I can outdrink most people.
No. Here's the thing.
But I think that's because, I mean, I'll still get very drunk, but I can handle a lot more liquid.
Not me, dude. I'll go to sleep. I'm the sleeper.
Now I can
This
handle a lot of
happens to me.
liquor, man. But here's the thing, man. I don't know, man. I do liquor better than I do beer. But I pace myself for liquor better.
No.
I drink liquor my entire life. That's what I
What
do.
was your choice when you were in Mexico? Like what?
We were drinking everything. I started with rum, and then we ran out of rum. We went down to tequila, went down to whiskey. Like we went down everything. We killed the whole bar.
Hey, right now I'm going through a mezcal phase. Like
I'm not a
that's
big fan of
all
mezcal,
I've
bro.
been
You been to the
drinking
mezcal
now,
bar on
dude.
Prairie Avenue?
No, but I'i've been trying to go.
Yo, come on, let's go.
Dude, I'll definitely go with you. Charles, you don't have to drive me, but yeah.
Let's go. I mean, I'm not a big fan of mezcal, but that's the.
I've heard there's like a huge selection over there.
Yeah, it's white people who own it, but they love mezcal.
Really?
They have a whole spot in Mexico that they get a good collection of mezcal from there and come out and bring
See,
it up
I have a
here.
bottle that I just got from Mexico and has like the worm in there, and I'm like, oh shit.
I get fucked up. No. So yeah, I don't know if I could drink heavy like that. I also, this was a couple years ago when I was drinking heavy, but I just know that the whole collective crew that was up there was like maybe 20 of us in the VIP bar. The first night they got liquor from the down in the main bar, brought it up. And then we kept doing that the second night, and they're like, okay, they won't do it again for third night. We did third night in the regular bar. They're like, we can't keep giving you liquor. We're gonna run out our damn selves because there's hundreds of people down here. They're like, oh, we're gonna call our neighbors next door, next hotel, and went and got liquor.
Dude, but how cool is that though?
Yeah, I was like,
that's like an achievement.
I got a picture of the bartender just standing there waiting for the liquor to come. It's like, we shut the bar down. But it's not like I was just myself drinking. It was a whole crew of us drinking all day, every day.
But still, for that big of a size of a place, for 20 people, like that's a good amount.
The bar, the VIP bar was maybe this big. And I don't even know how I got, I think the reason me and my friends got into VIP bar because they fucked up our room. And they gave us like this exclusive, because we did not belong.
Yeah.
Me and my friends were broke. Like, we did not belong up here. But we brought the hood rat and everybody out there. Like, we brought the hood rat out of everybody up there. But yeah, it was fun. It was one of my favorite trips of all time. That and Reykjavik is my favorite trip of all time.
That's awesome. Man.
Yeah. Can't forget about Vancouver. Vancouver's awesome too.
Yeah, you sound like you've traveled all over the place. So.
Yeah, I love traveling.
That's awesome.
I'm originally from New York City, and I moved out here 11 years ago.
Dang, you went from really cold to hot as hell.
I hate winter.
No, really?
Yeah, I hate
then
winter.
you're good,
You're in the right
dude.
place.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good. I do not mind. I just started sweating when I turned 30 this year, or end of last year. That's when I started sweating in heat. Prior to that, I never sweated in the heat.
Really?
Now, I don't know because I'm getting old or I'm getting old and fat. But it's a combination of being old that I'm sweating a lot more. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with it. Like, sweating, like, for my forehead and my back. Like, I don't know how to deal with it.
Dude, I've noticed, like, as I'm getting older, of course I'm gaining weight just because I can drink so much beer, but like, I start changing ethnicities, like, you know, I'm Mexican, but then I start turning Filipino more I drink, and like, I keep going, and then my cheeks are just fat as hell.
You might be Hawaiian in the next few weeks.
Right? I might be doing a sumo wrestling competition here pretty soon.
I don't know about that. You're too small.
You got right?
No, let's bring it back to you guys. So he was saying he started with not Full Clip, but Andrews. So you started, Did you work at Andrews as well, and that's how you guys met?
We met at Full Clip. I had worked at Favorite Brands prior, down in the Houston warehouse at College Station. So it was kind of the secondary market for that warehouse.
Nice.
Then I moved up to Dallas. Worked with them for a little while. Real estate, worked with my mom for a while. She's a broker. Did that for a little bit. Jumped back into Full Clip, where I went from going in sales and kind of managing my route to kind of doing more of the systems-based things. So I've done a lot of IT in the past. Used to do freelance, paid a lot of my college bills that way.
Nice.
And just kind of use all that skills when I'm, already had those
Bring
abilities.
it out then to your job now.
Threw it into there.
Yeah.
And so we, met at Full Clip. Did a lot of work there. I'm just worked the best way to make them succeed as best as possible. Ultimately, it was time to leave Full Clip. Love those guys. Just, I need some sleep sometimes. And,
not a Chuck and go to that Full Clip and party.
Yeah, there wasn't time. And after that, we started Texture Trap Services and did that for a couple years. Still repairs, installs, installs, repairs, upgrades. The maintenance we were doing 700 counts for 2 weeks, regular line cleans, working with Favorite Brands, with Full Clip, and substitute breweries as well. Ultimately, though, we closed that down to focus more on the installs. Literally, like a week and a half after we made that decision, we were doing a proposal here. It's like, that'd be kind of cool. We thought we had a good concept, and luckily the farmers market agreed, and now we're here.
No, I think you're having a great concept here. But also, people, I don't think I introduced you earlier. This is Nelson, the other owner of Second on Tap. I know we're about 30, 40 minutes in right now. Like, just introducing you.
Like, who the hell is this guy?
I introduced David earlier, and like, you just popped up. No, I think you have a great concept, man. I think this is gonna be phenomenal, especially the way you keep engaging with the community. Like I said, one thing that I want to see is that bracket again. I think that bracket was amazing. It was very organic, but now that people know it's there, I just want to see how much bigger does it get, like how much people participate, how many more breweries is gonna throw their name in the hat,
For sure.
The 256.
No,
Start right there.
I mean, shoot, we have a good amount of time. We're still trying to figure out which brewery wants to bring in the new year. So
yeah, and then
True. Here's that spot open.
And then so if you do 2 to 3 weeks per brewery, but that leaves you what, 17 breweries a year?
17 and a third, I think. 17 2/3. So
Okay.
yeah, 2/3. We have.
So you could do like top
17 and a
16, like top 16 breweries.
Good.
You could make it in.
We've thrown the idea around of doing 17 a year, and then doing that 1 week near our 1 year anniversary, just doing whatever we want. But we're not sure how willing or stray from the concept. And like, would we put numerous breweries on right then for that 1 week? I think it really depends on just as long as consumers understand what we're doing.
Play by ear.
Yeah,
Play
that's
by
what
ear.
it is.
Yeah, it's your first year. Play by ear.
Yeah, we got another like what 9 or 11 months before we get there.
Before you get to the anniversary.
Yeah. So we're definitely putting the cart in front of the horse here. But you know,
Did you just open up?
this is our 3rd week since our grand opening.
And that was the Manhattan Project.
Yeah, it was Manhattan Project. We had 1 week prior to that. We had our soft open. Basically, we had our alcohol permit issued a little early, but we didn't want to put anything on tap to muddle up the concept before we even launched. So we just did package for that first week,
Okay.
and now we're doing
No, I like it.
draft constantly.
No, this would be nice, man. Like I said, by this time next year, you have your anniversary. You can see what you guys are planning. You can you see whatever breweries happen because it's right before summertime, so right before all the big boy like things and events are going out.
Yeah.
So you can do like a party launch for other things you want that you're looking forward to. If you want, like,
instant figure things out. And I mean, it might change up. Right now, that's assuming that we have 3 weeks for each brewery. But you know, if there's a brewery that we would love to have on tap, but I mean, we're moving through like for this next 3-week period. Well, the community is all quarter barrels, but if we were to convert that to 6 barrels, I think we're estimating about 23/6 a week.
Oh,
so
wow.
Close to 35 slims or 6s.
Yeah.
And so, if there's a smaller brewery that's, you know, we really like to bring in, and they can't handle, you know,
like Celestial be a smaller brewery.
yeah,
that
we might be able to put that on for a week.
Yeah.
And that would obviously skew the how many a week we can have or a year. But I mean, that's the fun. It's like we intentionally don't make any hard rules. We have this is kind of our idea, and I mean, we get asked all the time. We're saying local only, and I think that a lot of people are used to that. And it's funny to kind of see the reaction. And we're like, no, you know, we don't have any rules on it. We do know a lot of the local breweries, which is, you know, we want to show them love, work with them. There's also so many that we aren't able to show love to yet because there's just so many. But I think people almost seem relieved when we tell them that we don't have a rule to feature just local. But I think they're so used to people only bringing in local breweries.
It's true.
And
A lot of people
that.
say it. Yeah. A lot of people just say that, like, we do local, we support local only. I mean, I even do the hashtag local only, local business, local breweries.
Well, I think that's the difference is like, you know, to me the entire reason people initially care about local is less to do with where it's made and more to do with who's supporting the community.
Yeah.
Right? But, I mean, if you start picking through it, there might be breweries who, yeah, they're made here, but their contribution to the community, to the brewing industry, to the economy is lower than a brewery who might be based out of, you know, another state, but has 6 sales reps here. Right? They're adding more to the
Like
community.
Epic is a great brewery,
I mean, you know,
but they're not based out of here.
yeah, and they've got their rep who's constant accounts, constant talking to people, engages the community constantly. And there's some breweries who might be in Texas that don't even have a rep. They just hope that people want to buy their stuff.
What I would think, what I like about the brackets is, and this is why I like it. Let's say you put 250, 300 breweries, whatever, how big it gets, right? Whatever it gets. You could narrow it down like, okay, you guys saying you want this brewery, we're gonna put this Michigan brewery, we're gonna put this Denver brewery up, we're gonna put this. If people vote for it, we'll work out a
That's
deal.
where we're like Epic, like, you know, I'd love to find a time to slot them in. It's just schedule's real hard. But they made it through several rounds against some heavy hitters in the local, you know, market. But I think a lot of it is because they were pushing. They were posting regularly. They were asking friends. They were letting people know, hey, live in this country. And that was we wanted to get a brewery people wanted on, but we also wanted people to talk about this.
Yeah.
And I think that
But I
helped
think
play that role.
I think it does a good thing. Say, listen, Texas market's hard to get into because it's a new market. The beer laws are weird.
Well, yeah, I mean, the cost to
Come to
entry
that
is a little higher than some markets.
Yeah.
You have to have Texas legal approval. You have to pay the permitting here.
Yeah.
It's a little more costly, so you have to hit it in a larger scale than.
So let's say you're a New York brewery, or let's say Michigan brewery. I'm saying Michigan. I don't know any brewery really out there off the top of my head, but let's say a Michigan brewery that just so happens to plan to try to get in the market. So let's promote it. Let's promote that we're gonna open up in the market. Let's see if we get some of our backing behind it, and see if we make this top 16 or top 17 or top 18 thing, and we get featured in this tap room. Brings showcase if people in the local community are interested.
Yeah.
You know, also brings to the light to your tap room, and you can work out a deal. It may not be this year, it may not be next year, but if they show like, okay, listen, we made it right before the Sweet 16. We made it right before Sweet 16, the sweet spot. We definitely gonna be featured.
Depending on who you were against in the earlier rounds, if you were beating them by a good amount, and then if you got squeezed out barely, right? Like, I mean, that was something I loved seeing because we can kind of see the votes as they came in on our end. It was funny kind of seeing, you could tell when certain breweries would make a post because then for like the next 10, 15 minutes, you'd see a lot more of those votes, and then it would die back down.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, oh, I bet it's supposed to be. Look at the Facebook page. You'd be like, oh yeah, they just shared it. And one of the big things that was really interesting was just how close someone got. I mean, Manhattan beat out Armadillo by 3 votes. And we did have a little bit of server issues there at the last like 5 minutes, and we're still working on finalizing that. We think we found the source of the issue, but also people had 5 days to vote, so we don't have time to rerun it, add 3 days to it. And we like Armadillo. They've obviously lived in Denton as well.
But I feel like if you make it to the top 16, now just what part of the year you're gonna fall into? Like, are you gonna go? You might fall into the back end of it where it's lighter, or you might be in summer.
That made the top 16. Might have been just top 32. Really, they couldn't be put on anyway. They don't have like enough variety at a time. They have the volume, but they only have like 2 year-rounds and 2 seasonals. And so to do that quickly, maybe we could work out with them and say, hey, we put some in the year and the first one's out, or even just
but only two regulars and then 2 seasonals.
Yeah,
and
those are usually the ones that would just start.
8 taps. Yeah.
And some of those are the ones that would just start. Yeah, so we can have 10 on there total.
Wow. Yeah. I'm trying to see what it's. It's a secret, but it's not like I'm trying to see it. I'm like,
it's hidden, man. Yeah. It's hidden. We hide them. We hide the 2 taps that are under. If you pull back the kegerator, you'll see that there's 2 taps on the bottom. And those are what we'll do for those like limited beers. We'll put them on there for like people who are fans of the beer, or like the community or whatnot. Or people just come up and ask. We may do a password, and they're like, "Hey, Charles."
Put it on like the Instagram or Facebook page. Like if you come ask about this, you could get it.
Passwords. Charles thinks of weird imaginary things.
No visualization here. You can't visualize this beer.
One of the things is, for anyone listening, what you can do is actually, if you get the Digital Pour app, you can see what's on tap 9 and 10, even though it won't be listed on our menu. So a little bit of people who, and the reason is like people who are, if we only get one something that's super limited, people are going to obviously, that's going to be the first thing they get, whether or not they know the brewery, support the brewery, anything. It's harder. But I mean, we get what, like 640 ounces or something like that.
I mean, it's interesting, man.
660, I think.
I like it. No. Like I said, this is your first year. You're gonna do big things, and you can work out the details next year. But I really, really like that bracket thing. I really like that idea. I really like that. It does 2 things, man. It brings engagement with the breweries. And then you might see like, oh, I'm a big Penny Colas fan. I love Penny Colas. I only drink Penny Colas. And Penny Colas up against Celestial. What is this brewery, Celestial? Never heard of Celestial. I'm gonna vote for Penny Colas, but at least you know the name now. You can see who it against. And if some Cowtown beat Penny Colas, what? Who's Cowtown? Let me check this place out.
Well, that's one of the fun things that
great barbecue.
They got pretty good mac and cheese, and they got really badass beers too. Like
their nachos are awesome. Those brisket nachos.
Yeah. Shout out to Cowtown. I've been saying.
One of the things that's real nice on the bracket that I thought, like I prefer, is that in order to vote, you had to actually pick someone from each one, and so we had it to where whenever it loaded on the screen, it would switch to the position 1 and 2. So if someone was just clicking the first one all the way down, except for who they wanted, it would randomize that a bit, so it wouldn't really affect the total score. I think it gave a lot more people a chance to go, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
I never heard of that. Or, oh, this is weird, that's an easy one today. Wait, they're very close. Maybe I'll check that other brewery out, like you were saying. As opposed to just, cool, I'm logging in, scrolling down, let's go vote, and then ignore all the rest. Which like a lot of the best of Dallas, best of Fort Worth, people just voted for the one, but they don't vote for the other categories, right? Because,
they don't
that's
care.
not why they went to go vote.
Yeah, it becomes weird, but when you have a system where you can see a bracket and you go through it, it becomes more engaged.
Well, at first it was important to make sure that people didn't feel like we were we were selecting on the second round who was going against each other in order to eliminate certain people or push people through. And what we did was we just took Excel, hit random, and we had to do it twice because the first time all the Austin ones were against each other, every single one of them. It was like, that's going to look like we did it on purpose, even if it was random.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
So,
I mean, we don't need Austin the best. We don't need Austin beers out here.
But when we hit that random again and do it out there, they're all spread out, and just put it through, and at least people can see, okay, well, if this person wins, they'll be against each other. I think we cut out a lot of the complaining about fairness.
Unlike for a lot of people, you are friends with the community. Like the brewers, the owners, the management. Like you built a relationship. You've been in the industry for what, the last 5 years?
Longer than man.
8 years? Let's say let's go even 10. Let's go even 10 years.
10.
Let's say you seen the birth of the community and how it grew. So you were friends with a lot of managers, a lot of taproom managers. You were friends with a lot of brewery owners and head brewers. Like, you know a lot of people in the community. So instead of trying to single anybody out and make anybody feel a certain type of way, like boom, bracket system. And that's a great way to do it. But I like it more, not just because of that. It helps you guys not look like the bad guys. Because no matter what you would have done, if you would have picked somebody.
For the
like,
first one especially,
yeah,
people would go upset.
yeah, like I thought we were friends, bro. I've known you for 10 years, bro. What the fuck? No, it becomes weird like that. So this is how it does. This is how it. So it makes it easier for you guys, right? But then also, if you need to get up, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some beer.
Yeah, good catch. But also, what it does is what I really like about it is this: you like a brewery, like you were an Armadillo fan, but you never had a Manhattan Project beer. If you still happen to be like that, you voted for Armadillo. You promoted Armadillo. You were hanging out with Armadillo. They lost Manhattan Project. You might go check out Manhattan Project.
Right. Dude, the biggest thing here is like so many people did not know, like walking through it, didn't know who Manhattan Project was. One, because Manhattan doesn't have a facility yet.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be built in October,
Yep.
but they didn't have a facility. They're contract brewing at a Grapevine. I don't know if I'm supposed to release that.
I
think a lot of people know that.
Yeah, they said it on the podcast too. So.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, but dude, a lot of people don't know about them. But here, like, people fell in love with their beer. Like, dude, it was crazy. Like, I've never
Let's say
seen
Evil's
so
the
many
best.
growler fills in my life. Dude, it was like one after the other. You know, Half-Life definitely blew. Necessary Evil, like,
That's
we
my
had so
favorite.
many people come in and like, you have Bud Light, Miller Lite. No, I have something better. I have Necessary Evil, which is going to be a Pilsner. And they're like, I'll sample it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I've been drinking, these for all of my life. But I just sample it, give them a sample. I'll take one of those. And that guy's drinking like 3 or 4 by the time the day's in.
It's a great Pilsner. Listen, their hef is good too. Their Half-Life, double Half-Life's delicious. Their Porter's delicious.
Oh yeah, dude.
Love is good, but like I said, I just really like the concept of that competition.
Yeah.
Like,
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we worked really hard, and then like I said, it came down to the fact that we didn't want to upset anyone, but we really wanted to get an engagement with the community, kind of figure out what the community wanted to see, because our concept wasn't going to change. We don't plan on ever bringing on, a rotating tap wall of different breweries. Like you are,
but you're being core to a brand first. That few weeks, it'll be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Well, that brand is locked down.
Yeah, we talked about a couple times we might have more than one brewery on tap, and like Texas OU weekend, we're considering doing Oklahoma and a Texas brewery on 4 and 4 for that weekend only, and then
that'd be interesting. Have like Coop versus community, Petticoat or something like that.
Someone just kind of represent both sides, especially because the game's right there.
Yeah.
Other times, we might, we talked about it's like if we ever did something like Squatters and Wasatch that are part of Utah Brewing Cooperative, even though they're not owned by Canarchy, and we make that distinction between, we want to do a Canarchy taproom takeover where there'd be numerous breweries in there, but we feel Utah Brewing Cooperative is okay because they're two brands, but when you look like Squatters has the double IPA, Wasatch has no double IPA. Right? Squatters has, let's see, they've got the hef, but Wasatch has the apricot and blueberry hef, right? They don't
mirror
their
each other.
lineups don't conflict with each other. Whereas like Deep Ellum is also part of Canarchy, but they have a double IPA, and Squatters does too, right? So they're not just treating themselves as two different.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
And so even though Squatters Wasatch are the different breweries, they function as one. Whereas with Canarchy, there's several under one umbrella.
Yeah, and a lot of them fight against each other.
Yeah, I'm sure that they've got a ton of synergy going on.
I mean, I'm not saying they're fighting each other, but like
but
a lot of the same styles. You got an IPA, you got an IPA, you got a double IPA, a lot of the brands make the kind of the same beers.
Exactly. Whereas in that one case, Squatters Wasatch, they split their styles up, and so they kind of had the different level of things.
So you can kind of do a tapper. I get what.
Yeah. So even though it's two breweries, it's similar to just being one. It's
essentially
not
one big brewery, but they split the count. They split the
with
word
two
count.
brands.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so we talk those are kind of the exceptions to the rule kind of thing, where we would have numerous ones on, but we really want to always keep it towards one brewery at a time. because that stays true to our concept, helps the brewery out more. That way we're not picking and choosing things. We might pick things in that brewery, but we're not going, oh, well, who has a better IPA
Yeah.
that we want on?
No, but isn't
Right.
like what I also like about it? Well, the engagement that you guys were looking for is there. Like that
Oh, yeah.
engagement for because I saw it for those couple of weeks. It was everywhere, all over my Facebook. We shared a few of those posts too. Except most of the shit in the Hand Project because again, completely biased, and I would never hide that. I love Misty, I love Carl, I love those guys. But it's I saw every other group page talked about it. Every other beer page on Facebook, there was a post on it, Facebook to go with the link. To go check that place out. Not Facebook, I mean Instagram. Same shit though, but that people talked about it. There was engagement. So you got that part down, and you also helped your friends out, but it also highlights the brand. Like, okay, we're gonna showcase. So we're a tap room, right? And they have a tap room takeover, a tap takeover. But we're doing it differently. They're gonna do it for the next 3 weeks, so it allows you to streamline to your customers, which is awesome. Like, okay, this is the brewery we're showcasing for this next few weeks. It just makes your workers, your employees here easier to work with because they have one company to talk about. But also, it allows you to promote for a couple of weeks of a brewery.
Yeah.
Maybe do a couple of events. Maybe have like OU weekend. Maybe have Coop and somebody else do like a rivalry stance here and there, and then there'd be split tap. Sorry, I just split. Sorry about
I
that.
don't think you got me.
I don't think I did either, but it's a lot of things you could do here, but it's all promoting the community here and also the breweries locally, and maybe not locally, but that's what I'm saying. It's so many unique things you can do with it. Like I said, like 300 people enter if they want to, out of market, in the market if they're looking to get in. But it allows people. What I really like about it is also allows people out of the market, like out of the state, to see if there is interest in their beer.
Yeah.
Before they really commit.
Well, that's something that we're hoping to see might change up their stuff, because right now they've got to have label proof in the state. But for example,
but let's say I have Victor Santana Brewery in Jersey. I really want to bring it to Texas. I hear a lot of great things. I want to break into it. Okay. Hey, you guys having a competition? Can I answer my name? Like, do you have state approval?
Yeah, so you can, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, not yet, but can I see? Let me throw my hat in there and throw out some beers. Promote it and see people who are interested, really interested, and then people are interested. Now I know I can make the investment.
Yeah.
Right. To come out to Texas and then have a tap takeover.
Well, especially because, like, on our end, we haven't gotten it down. We're trying to update our voting system where we can see, like, the analytics for who voted on which ones, but we can see how many people in general voted from this city or this city.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
in that case, if they're from Jersey, they probably want to exclude the people from Jersey who voted. That doesn't do them any good, right?
Yeah.
But if we go, just the people who were in DFW that voted for it, they can see that kind of,
Yeah.
so there is people there who voted for us, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, one of the things I'm excited for is still a Texas brewery, but when I'm bringing up Blackwater Draw, I believe, I can't remember the date, it coincide with the A&M Arkansas game.
Nice.
So they're at Bryan's, Texas, right next to College Station. And so, I went to school there. I love those guys. They make great beer.
Yeah.
This will kind of enable us to bring them up, showcase them. People in this area can't get them, haven't had them, don't know about them, can try them, sample them. And they get some exposure up here as well. So hopefully if they go to another market, it'll be up here.
No, but that's something else you guys can do there. Like, there's so many things you can do. And it's just off of the idea of, you want to support the breweries, make it easier for people to check them out, and give them a place to check them out. Like, you do have so much foot traffic here. So, and then also, it'd be fun. Like I said, it allows people to understand, like, where their foothold in the community is. Armadillo may have been second guessing. I don't know if they are, but let's say they're like, we're not really that popular in Dallas. We're just gonna stay focused in Denton, and come to find out, we had 3,000 people vote for us in Dallas alone. Like, all right, we may be a little bit more popular than we thought we were. Well,
then there's some fun stuff, like with Manhattan. We had the Bikini Atoll night. So we had the original key lime, raspberry, and blackberry.
Yeah.
And so we had people all in one spot. Now, even when they have their brewery, you can do this well, but people who visit breweries might have a different kind of order preference than the general market, right? And so with here, we had a lot of foot traffic, and we could show you which one, they were all at the same time, which ones moved the fastest compared to the other flavors.
Yeah.
So, that data can be helpful to them on what flavor they do next year, or what's their main push.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's again with Vince of the brewery. Like, I'm sorry I keep saying cool, but I was just literally was sitting talking to Courtney last night.
Yeah. And then we kind of reached out to her about during that Texas OU weekend. They're being the Oklahoma.
Yeah, but I just keep.
fantastic.
The Coop is awesome.
Saturday Siren, phenomenal.
Yeah, But the DNR cherry and the rum barrels is probably one of my favorite barley. Is it barley wine?
Belgian double. Or
Yeah,
Belgian
there,
quad.
yeah,
Quad
Belgian quad. There it is. I'm like, I said barley wine, but that did not sound right. I was like, is it? No. But it's a Belgian quad. I'm not a big fan of Belgians, but that cherry version of it and the rum barrel
Feel
version
the
of it.
extra alcohol content on there with the rum barrel.
Yeah, it's
Rounds it
delicious,
out
man.
so
It's
well.
delicious. But like, let's say they could have a DNR night here. They could have an OU night. Like, there's so many different events.
8 DNRs.
Everybody going out. Everybody.
All right. This event, it's a ticketed event. We also get you a hotel room next door.
Yeah. Listen,
We'll also have the hospital on standby outside.
this is
for
where
parades.
there might be a lot of accidents.
We'll get you some novelty DNR tags, but that might be dangerous.
No, it's just there's a lot of things you can do here, and I'm really, really excited about that. You know, like it just the reason why I'm just harping about how excited I am about it is because here's the deal: there's engagement in it, and my biggest problem with the brewery community, or just the craft beer, I should say, community in whole, is there's not a lot of push to get the average consumer out.
Yeah.
You know, and I know it's hard. I know it's hard, man. I'm not saying you have to be a fucking wizard with it. I know it's hard. And I know you got other problems too. You got to figure out how to, is your beer tasting good? Is it canning well? Is it kegging well? Is there accounts who are not really buying anymore, and why they're not buying anymore? There's so many other things behind the
That's
social
what we
media.
love is that our job really is when you say what you like, we go, which of the 8 that we have is going to make you happiest? And we've got non-beer options on the menu. We also have a couple domestics, but they're not on menu.
Yeah.
They're in the bottom of our cooler. We're switching out our merchandiser cooler, so it'll be under counter. You can't see them. But our hope is that someone goes, hey, I usually drink Bud Light.
You could help
We've
them with
got
that.
another light in the cooler. If they don't want anything on tap, we've tried some things. They go, this is not for me. We still want to give them something to make them happy. But generally, we say, hey, you want a light beer right now? Check out this Texas Lager. It's fantastic. And they try and
Oh,
go,
yeah, definitely.
I always thought I didn't like craft beer, but really they tried 2 or 3, and someone gave them double IPA, the porter, and the sour.
Yeah,
And I don't like those.
those are tough beers to drink.
Right? But they go, oh, I like a lot. This is fantastic. What's this called again? And then all of a sudden, we're in that kind of unique position where we do get a lot of just foot traffic. So we get a lot of people who might not have gotten to try it yet, or people come down here with their family.
No,
So their
yeah.
mom, their dad, their sister, brother-in-law, whoever it is, might not have,
You
generally drank a
easily
lot
get,
of this.
what, in a week here, 20,000 plus people come through here in a week?
If we're counting the shed, yeah,
Yeah.
just about.
But
So
counting the
crazy,
shed, you might get more than 40,000 because people just go out there and never come in. But I'm saying
Yeah.
you get
Oh,
a lot
no,
of
yeah,
you
it's-
get a lot of overlay because people want to come in here and eat. People
Yeah,
relax
we
here.
have the AC here.
Yeah. People, it's hot out there. People come and relax and walk around here because they're like, you know what? I want to come cool off, but let me walk around here because it's hot, and they can see this. But
Well, they can actually grab a beer and walk around too.
yeah,
Like, they
because
don't
that's why you have
they
the plastic cups.
Yeah, they don't have to stay here. They can walk around the whole
And
facility.
get order
and
food
just-
down there, right over there. Like, there's so many good things about it, but it's just that the social media push, which I'm really excited about, because hey, you know what? I'm a smaller brewery. Again, Santana Brewery just opened up in Deep Ellum as well. Cool, I'm hanging out here, but I have a hard time pushing on social media because I got so many things on my plate. Because a lot of small breweries do have a lot of small. They got to brew. They got to move their beer themselves. They can can it. They have to move the stuff over there. They can can. Like, it becomes an issue that people don't see. But if I could, if I have,
There's a lot of those small issues too. Like one of my favorite things is one of the breweries I used to drink a lot of, and I still do. But
I used to. R.I.P.
I'm pulling that Mitch Hedberg, and I still do too. But they had on their initial the can label that they sent into TABC, they had the tagline "A quaffable elixir."
That's a good talent.
Yeah, it got rejected.
Why?
The word elixir apparently implies medicinal value, and so you
I
can't
can see
have that on
that.
there.
I can see that.
Well, when you see it with the word quaffable and on a beer can, right?
Yeah, it's
so
it's a play on words. Yeah.
Yeah, and so sometimes they'll just reject it. They won't tell you why. So you have to go, what was it? Call them, deal with it, or they'll tell you this is the issue. But it's another thing like, oh, well, I anticipated that would take, Lake Pool's going to come in on this day because whoever had to look over it or whatever didn't catch it,
But
and now you're delaying your release.
yeah,
And
but
so-
you can help with that with the lease. But what I'm saying is, what I'm really excited about is the breweries who are smaller, who don't know what their engagement is, and they may not be able to push more. They can have the analytics like, oh, people are really liking our stuff, because you can only see so much how many times people share your post and how many people are actually buying it. But you can see there's engagement, and you can have actual data behind it. And it's also nice to know, you know what, without my own pushing of a product, people are liking it and people pushing it and showcasing it other places. And you guys showcase, you take pictures too. You guys take pictures and promote too, so it helps out a lot. And I just like it does a full circle community thing.
Unlike a lot of places, though, if Benny Keith rep comes in or the community rep comes in and says, hey, we've got Citrus Slice, and what do you care about Mosaic? Well, instead of adding Citrus Slice in on their tap wall, they'll just take Mosaic off and put that on. So it's an either or thing.
But this is the thing. Let's look at Dots. I'm not knocking Dots. I love Dots. The food's great.
I love going there too.
It's a great place to hang out.
And
it's
burger there.
But the fries are really legit too.
Basically their food.
Yeah,
all of it.
All of it. Dots is phenomenal. But I'm not knocking Dots. But if you're an average consumer who are not into beer, you walk in and you see the wall of taps, and you see the bar thing, a menu of taps and regular drinks. I'm like,
I'm into beer and I have a hard time choosing what I want there.
But
it's the opposite problem.
Yeah,
I like so many things on there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
But imagine if you just don't know and you want to drink it. This is my thing. It's not a problem for Dots, right? Because they got so many options. So there's a lot
and their bartenders know what they're doing. Like, if you ask them, hey, I'm looking for a super resonant.
I didn't even talk about, they got phenomenal bartenders.
They'll know what to do. So
how do you keep their bartenders for so long? Because there's like 3 or 4 bartenders that have been there since like basically I've been going.
I know some of those bartenders from up in Denton when they were at Oak Street or Eastside. And they were there forever, and then they moved down here.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know how they keep their bartenders, but their bartenders, like,
I think management's doing a great job keeping people happy. I mean, that's.
I think John's also very involved in everything. we have someone coming up here, so he should be up here in a minute.
But yeah,
Dots. You want us to stop going in and out of everything.
No, it's just awesome. It's just so many engagement, but like I said, the reason why I like the concept of just one brewery allows us to focus on a brewery, and it's not knocking any big tap room list like Craft and Growlers or Texas Taps and Caps or Lone Star Taps and Caps. Not knocking any growler for station. It just becomes for an average person to walk in and look at a menu. It's hard to look at him like I don't know what I want to drink. Now, it's easy for us who knows what they want. It's like, hey, boom, what stouts you got? Oh, that's all right, stouts.
We're going. I know I want a Goza today.
Yeah.
So
it's easy.
What is a Goza?
Right? Yeah, or asking a ton of questions. Like, this is awesome. It's a great concept. I really, really like it. And I'm excited to see the events you guys come up with. Because, again, this is your first year. Open barely 2 months.
One of the ones I'm most excited for is we're going to have Three Nations on August. And we're doing a back-to-school event. It's going to be awesome. We're doing a whole cafeteria tray.
Oh my God.
We're going to have pizza from over here. We're working with all the vendors to have some nice synergy with them. We want to do the rectangle pizza, do a little bit of corn on there. We want to do a little bit of some kind of like elementary school snack for dessert, but worked with one of the vendors out back. Just basically elevate your cafeteria lunch with beer included.
Talking about working with vendors, there's the Katie, whatever bakery that community is working with for the weekend.
Oh yeah.
They have the one with the Little Bunny bakery.
Oh yeah.
They come out here from time to time too, and have a spot out here. But if just talk to them, and they have a phenomenal cupcake, and that could be part of like the combination with Three Nations Stouts, and be like back to school thing.
Oh,
could you put that on a tray? That's what I'm saying. Put the cupcake paired with a stout. Like, come on, like hold back to school.
Make it look like a
little
Hostess
glassware.
Yes.
The glassware for the event is actually a glass-shaped milk carton.
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. That's the bakery. There's so many food options because you're getting here.
Well, it's a lot of fun.
Farmers
That's
market.
why we liked this spot. And that's what we're kind of looking for future spots as well, is that being able to interact with other vendors, with other things, do some fun stuff that we don't want to make food. Like that's not our background. It's not something that I like to eat food. I don't like to be part of
food is tough, man. Food is tough.
The process of making it on a commercial standpoint.
A lot of things is tough. But here's the thing. I feel like now this is just I don't have any factual information on this. It's just how I feel. When you are part of a community and you service the community, and this is the craft beer community, you're part of it, and you're part of the service of it as promoting it and showcasing it, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna do fine. It's not stressful. There's other things that are stressful, not the beer part of it, and the serving part is not the stressful part. There's other behind the scenes that might be stressful, and that's any business. But when you service to the community, it makes your job easier. It makes it more fun. You're not out there trying to hurt anybody because you're part of the community. You're not like an outsider.
To regular customers who are there.
And you're part of the community here, and with the farmers market, you're part of the community here. Because why? You're trying to hang out and showcase this place as well. You're trying to hang out and make deals with people like, okay, I know there's a Trinidadian restaurant here. You could probably find a beer that might pair well with that and promote them as well. It's within this farmers market community, you're working with them, and within the beer overall beer community,
And
you're
then we have
working
the
with
locals who live right here, their community. You know, we've got
Yeah.
how many hundreds of apartments and townhomes right here?
them. Being not too far from Deep Ellum too. Like,
Exactly.
come on. It's just you're a service, even though you're a business, you're a service of the community, of whatever community you want to talk about. If the farmers market community, people come in here and work together, you guys work with them. You want to be some of the craft beer community? Yeah, you're doing that with the promotion and focusing on one beer at a time. Not one beer, but one company at a time, one brewery at a time. You know, you're in service of like the overall Dallas community because why you promote all Dallas and a lot of local stuff. Like, so there's so many things here, and it's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about like anything about it. Like, it was gonna be successful.
Right.
As long as you take care of it and still have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can help us decide. So I don't know if Charles told you about our Buc-ee's event.
Oh,
No, I did not.
Come on.
Wait.
I'll be right back.
He's
I
got
want to be here to talk to this.
Okay, let's hold off for the Bucky event.
Actually, you can explain it, and I'll just be right back.
Buc-ee's event is probably my favorite event.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a bus, and the brewery that we pick on that time, we're gonna fill it up with beer, and we're just gonna drink.
To Bucky's.
We're gonna drive to Buc-ee's. Luckily, the best thing about Buc-ee's, there's so many bathrooms, so we drink so much.
And they all clean.
Everybody goes to Buc-ee's.
Which
And then we'll
Buc-ee's you gonna
drive
drive
back. We don't know, man. It depends on which brewery. We can go to the one in Terrell. We'll go to the one in Denton. We're just gonna get a beer bus and just have everybody on their drinks.
I like
But
the one.
there's so much food and stuff at Buc-ee's, so it's not like you have to worry about like what am I gonna eat. There's everything at Buc-ee's.
I am down for that.
Yeah, and
I
then
am
just sit there and drink.
vlogging,
But then
yeah.
everybody has their own bathroom. Like it's the best thing.
And
about
there's
Buc-ee's.
tons of food over there.
So the way it came about, we had a couple come in from Philadelphia, and they're like, "What are things to do? What are things to do?" And they're like, "Well, where y'all going?" They're like, "We're gonna go to Austin." I was like, "We need to stop at Buc-ee's," and like. Before we know it, about 30 minutes go by, and me and Charles are just talking to these people about how great Buc-ee's is, and like
gas station.
yeah, the gas station, dude. And I was like, and then they're like, "What is this?" But I was like, "Shit, it's a gas station." And they're like, "But it's not any gas station. Like it's the gas station." So yeah, we decided we're gonna make an event around it, dude, and just kind of go get a beer bus around, and then just take everybody to Buc-ee's and. Just drink a bunch of beer and.
I think the closest one has to be the best one, and the closest one has to be Denton.
You think so?
It has to be.
I feel like that would be the most bang for your buck. And at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like, yeah, it'd be funny if all of us got off the bus and just all went straight to the restroom, and we all.
Well, if you're
had
drinking
a
there,
spot.
of
Yeah, we
course.
all had a
Of
restroom.
course.
Like no one has to worry about there not being any restrooms at all.
No,
So
but if you want to make it wild, you want to be crazy. Austin, go to Austin.
oh shit, right?
Be fucking
Go
crazy.
all the way to
Go-
Austin and back.
Be like, we're driving. Like the bus goes to Austin, and you hit a few breweries in Austin, right? And then on the way back, you stop at Buc-ee's to eat. On the way back to Dallas, and you
If we ever go down there and pick up,
restroom,
we're gonna go down there and pick up beer sometimes anyway. Just to make that a trip,
right?
Just
We gotta go pick up beer.
So,
y'all enjoy the brewery while we're loading up all the kegs.
yeah.
And then we'll drive back and we'll stop at Buc-ee's on the way back.
Have a tour guide. Like, okay, this is the stop we're gonna make. Boom, boom, boom. And on the way back for food, we're stopping at Buc-ee's because we have the Buc-ee bus, and then making a whole event.
Right.
I feel like that if we gotta go crazy with it. I say go to
See,
I go to Austin.
see what I'm talking about? Like, dude, like a lot of people are like Buc-ee's, and we're like,
yeah, you
thank
gotta
man.
go.
Everybody loves Buc-ee's. Well,
Yeah, so he was
not
telling me that you guys had a couple from Philly.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Then you guys talked about Buc-ee for 30 minutes, the gas station.
We were like 8 or 9 minutes in the conversation. We were like, oh, also this is a gas station, like because we're describing it as like this. You guys thought there's fun,
like
and all
almost
this
like an
stuff,
amusement park. There's
everything.
so much parking.
And then,
like,
yeah, then we remembered that. Oh wait, they're not from here. They're not like and that's what we're telling them, but like they don't realize that this is a gas station.
yeah, because we
They
started
won't.
talking about like the brisket sandwiches and like all the food, but then there's also like parts where you can buy like furniture and all kinds of stuff, and the grills are there, and then there's all these fountain drinks.
And if you need ice, you gotta get it there. It's the
Buc-ee has
cheapest
the
ice
best
ever. Just,
It's like there's everything there.
Then
I hope they stopped. If they didn't stop, I'm a little disappointed.
Did you follow my Instagram or something like that? You
No.
should have followed.
We should have. That's what anytime
Like,
there's
look,
tourists
I
tell them to go
noticed
somewhere.
that you DM them. Like, I noticed you went to Austin. Why aren't there any Buc-ee's pictures?
Where's my Buc-ee's pictures, bro? And tag me in it.
And we would like a sponsorship from Buc-ee's after this conversation.
I'm just saying, we could call Buc-ee's and try to make it happen. it's interesting, bro. I'm just
It'd
saying
be so
that.
much fun.
I'm saying, like, listen, if you want to do it here local, make it only like a half a day thing, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, we
Well,
probably go to like
we can also
Terrell.
make it where, like, yeah, if we like drive out to like Tyler, so we can stop at the one in Terrell, and then go to Tyler, go to ETX or True Vine, and on the way back, kind of a.
Yeah, you get a few things,
Second
but
time
I feel like
second time road trip.
I feel like Denton. If you're gonna do like a half a day thing, I think Denton be the most bang for your buck.
And it's true, but like that drive is awful. It's just.
Yeah, but you're in the.
you're-
I guess that's
bus.
true.
You're in a
Toriki.
bus.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
thinking of like if I was driving, not.
No, but you're not driving
the
either.
bus.
You gotta
Yeah,
get a bus
exactly.
driver, so you're not having a problem with the bus.
Yeah.
Listen, you get it.
We're sitting there listening to music,
yeah,
laughing and
hanging out. It's a party.
yelling at the, laughing at
gonna
the
be
person
traffic
that has
most
to
of the
pee.
Yeah.
Since it's in traffic most of the time, you can give a walk around and do stuff. It's
Like,
not
oh
like.
man, we're stuck in traffic for 20 minutes and you've got to piss.
That'd be the worst. That'd be
no
the worst.
bathrooms are here. Just
Listen,
wait till we
you
get to
tell everybody
Buc-ee's.
use the restroom responsibly before you get on the bus because here's a non-stop bus unless we have a medical emergency.
Right?
But like that ain't probably the move because you could drink a few beers on the way up there.
Stop at the Monk.
Stop
Yeah.
at the. You can stop at the Bearded Monk. You can stop at Denton County Brewery, Alamo Draft House. You can do Sidebar, not Sidebar. The bar right next to Denton County, East Side.
East Side?
East Side, yeah.
You can hang out there. There's so many different things you do there on the way, and then when you're done there, because there's also kind of food there too. But when you're done there, the move is we're going to Buc-ee's. We're gonna stock up at Buc-ee's.
Right?
Everyone's getting a little
Just
hungry.
take
like, I'm just-
114 all the way back, man.
I'm
We're
saying.
solid.
I think that's the move. If you're gonna do like a half a day.
We can actually visit two Buc-ee's.
We could.
The one on 35 East on the way back. just
forgot
go down
about
35
the one.
West. Hit
Right.
both of them.
Yeah.
Then we'll do a compare and contrast.
But like, which Buc-ee's
Buc-ee's
is
is
better? Vote on it.
At the MasterChef challenge, where you're like, all right, reds for this one, blues over here. Everyone vote. Like they're the same place twice.
But it's different though.
But it's a little different.
No, that's the move though. That's interesting. I'm just saying, like, for me, just hearing about it, I would never thought about that. First of all, I didn't realize you had that much love for Buc-ee's either. So shout out to you guys.
Thanks, man.
having that much love for
Dude,
Buc-ee's.
we're just trying to. We
Just
wanna-
got
we
need a
wanna
Buc-ee's
get-
sign right here.
Dude, if they bring in some food, I'm happy.
But I think the
That'll
move.
be that week that we were talking about maybe doing an anniversary thing. This is just temporary Buc-ee's. Just merchandise.
I think the move is. I think the move will be Austin though. I think the move will be Austin because it'd be unique for people here. Like, okay, we're gonna meet up early. That's the shitty part. We're gonna meet up like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning.
I don't have to. We're gonna meet at like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, but it's a 3-hour drive there. You're gonna
you
drink
don't
it,
wanna
and
get
then you're gonna be
4
back
to
here.
7 is traffic hour in Denton.
Oh, yeah, but we can leave here at 11. 4 or 5 hour round trip. We get back here by 6.
How many breweries are you gonna hit though?
Oh,
Because
we
it's an
visit
event.
breweries. I was just thinking this is the Buc-ee's down in Austin. Oh
No,
yeah,
no,
you want to leave early.
It's a brewery tour. Like, it's gonna be an Austin brewery tour with the key part. We're gonna hit Buc-ee's though. The main thing
That's
is
the focus, but we're also gonna hit these breweries
Yeah.
that just happen to be there.
yeah. We're going to Austin.
Actually, here's an idea.
And we're gonna like, this is the sound to listen for when we're loading up the bus. Your ass gets left. That's an expensive ass Uber that we're not paying for.
Nah.
Here's something else we can do. We can work with the brewery there to set up a temporary hostel. Just a shit ton of bunk beds.
Maybe.
Swing back down there, stay Saturday night, keep going, and come back on Sunday.
That's too much. That's people got families.
That's right. Forget about families.
People got families.
Yeah.
People got families a lot.
Think about the families. What the hell's wrong with you?
Actually, depending on who going the bus. If you have, 30 people, that's like there's 30 different seats. You can just on the way back sleep.
you can take naps. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy to take naps. I say make
Get
it
back here at midnight.
Make it no. I'm thinking making it back by 7. Slightly responsible.
So you're gonna hit 2 or 3 breweries then.
No, so that's what I'm saying. You meet up at.
No, Austin's kind of it's big but it's small at the same
Yeah.
time.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
You can hit
they're all right there.
That's what I'm saying. You meet up here at 8, 7 o'clock in the morning. I just say let's say 9 o'clock, right?
Let's shoot arrive in Austin around 11.
Right
Right.
around 11. Breweries are opening up, right? So you can hit.
Yeah.
You can make a small brewery tour, like 3 to 5 breweries to hit up,
Just
hang
okay.
out.
Hit up
I was thinking about
Lazarus,
an hour
we
at
can
each.
go-
Yeah,
But
take your time.
maybe do a
I
little
wouldn't
less.
say, well, brewery
45
tour.
minutes.
You don't want to do an hour at each brewery because it gets. Some
I
people
wouldn't.
don't.
I
Some
think
some
that-
breweries. Some people don't like certain beers at different breweries.
fair. Yeah.
So what you want to do is 15 to 30 minutes at each brewery.
Oh, then you just push through them all.
You could push through 5 breweries right there. So that's 3 hours killed right there, and that's hanging out. And some breweries have food too. So if they get hungry, some have to eat
Yeah,
around
back
there.
here 5
Or
to
we
6.
just go to the brewery, everybody grabs a beer, down it, get back on the bus, and let's go.
Why
He's going to Buc-ee's.
Actually, if they do 6-packs, get a beer there, drink it, get a 6-pack, get back on the bus.
Yeah, bring the
I
beers
mean,
you
we're
want.
gonna have beer on the bus.
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're always gonna have beer on the bus. So
But you gotta check with.
I don't know. Maybe we can work that out to figure out which Austin brewery more like what people would like to see more up
You
here.
can make it a
That's
bracket
the
event.
bracket, yeah.
You can make another bracket event for the anniversary Bucky tour for Austin, and then it's like there's so many things you can do with that, bro.
All right, we're doing a Austin
I mean,
Brewery
that's
Tour
what
bracket.
we want to do, man. Like it's just we want to step away from the standard pint night.
Well, here's
You
the
know,
thing.
we want to make things memorable with the brewery to kind of just play off of that.
But just with your passion for Buc-ee's and the passion you have for craft beer, you guys had fun with making a bracket. You had fun seeing it, and you want to go to Buc-ee's. So that's fun for you. If people just focus having fun about what they do,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be
most
fine.
definitely.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
fine. It's gonna be fine. Listen, be
definitely.
like, yo, we're going to Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
We're
we are
going-
going to
we're
Buc-ee's.
going to
Like,
Buc-ee's.
I
So
don't
who
care
was-
if anybody
That's not a
comes with
discussion.
me.
The rest vote.
I will go
Yeah,
to Buc-ee's.
the rest of you guys can vote. We're going to Buc-ee's to eat.
It'd be so funny if
Hey.
we get to Buc-ee's, someone buys a 24-pack of like Miller or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dude, you can't bring that on the bus.
You gotta chug that now. Drink that, chug that water with you and your family. You know, so there's so many things you can do with that. That's just fun, and it sounds like that's something you guys are like. I have never heard of that, but that's something you guys have fun with. Fucking do it, bro. I'm listening. It's gonna sell.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
gonna
it's like,
move.
I mean, even just some, just fun, stupid stuff like doing a rock paper scissors tournament with starting with 128 people, right?
we gotta break.
I think that'd be fun.
We gotta break the rules. Okay, basic rule for rock paper scissors. Do you go
Just
on?
one out of one.
Yeah, we had to set it up initially.
Are you going on one or are you going to shoot?
I say shoot.
Oh shit. Well,
Rock, paper,
I don't know,
shoot.
dude, because I was rock paper scissors, and, like,
And-
that's it.
and-
then he came like rock paper scissors shoot, and I was like,
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. This sounds stupid, and it might look stupid. It's gonna definitely look stupid. Blinds.
Oh, that's a good idea.
that's
Yeah,
a very good.
very
idea.
good. So you got it.
Because that's
and it's
how
under
I,
the table.
When
Yeah.
I'm looking, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you can do it quick.
I got you.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
So people in the audience can see what you're doing,
Yeah,
but you can't see.
You can't see
the
your
person.
opponent's hands. Yeah, you gotta like.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's part of the
Listen,
rules now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm serious
And
about
that-
my business.
And that actually removes the issue of if someone goes early or on shoot because
Well,
they can't see the other
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm saying. What reason I did that? I used to have people like say we were like I used to play 20s all the time, and sometimes we don't have coins and people get weird. I'm like, all right, cool. Look at the ref. Don't look at me. And we're gonna have the ref, or maybe the ref between us. We're gonna do rock paper scissors shoot, and don't look at each other. Nope, look at something else. Maybe back to back. Like I don't care. You can't look at each other doing
Back to
it.
back would be easier to set up and less things to. but
Yeah, and you can monitor it.
Yeah. One of the things, you get down to like the final 16, and then it's best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
It's just a single elimination up front.
Well, when you do it like that,
you start
without
getting-
when you see, here's the thing: when you're not ability to see, because as you're shooting, depending on how good your reflexes are, you can see someone commits to the
Yeah.
rock. You go, I switch. No, I
Yeah,
committed to
'cause
this.
If they've hit rock and you're still here,
Yeah, you can switch.
You can.
So if you have a good reflex, but when you can't, inability to actually see what's going on, you just make a decision. So there's not a lot of repeat shooting.
But the nice thing about 2 out of 3 is that once you get to the final, you start stretching out, making it a little more suspenseful.
You
right?
can do best
It's just a little more fun.
5 out of 7. You do 5 out of 7.
Well, yeah, for
we get to
for
the end,
semifinals,
yeah.
5 out of 7.
Yeah, 5 out of 7 at the
Finals,
end.
best
No
out of 8.
grenade, no nothing. It's just straight
just-
rock paper scissors.
I never heard of grenade.
Because it's
dude,
not a
it
real
blows
thing.
up everything.
I never heard that.
Give me your
before.
paper. I'm gonna catch it on fire.
Wait, how do you do grenade then? That was just throw grenade every time. Like everything.
Like, oh, rock. Oh,
Oh.
you didn't see the thumb.
With 2 of those grenades, they're completely out of the tournament.
Everybody loses at that point. No one wins.
Everybody
No one
loses.
wins.
Nobody wins beer. I'm sorry, this guy
The next
sucks.
person gets a buy and just keeps going.
Nah, it's no,
That'd be kind of fun, actually.
I think it'd be fun.
Letting there be a grenade, but if 2 people throw it, they're both eliminated.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's done.
Ooh.
Everybody's
The whole
dying.
bracket might be done if
Yeah.
2 people throw grenades.
Just be like nonstop, and then the last person's like, maybe.
But I want the prize to be worth it. I want the prize to be like a $250 gift card, or like just $200 cash. Just
Yeah.
something great.
No,
We're like,
I think-
oh, I'm in.
But I think I like the gift card idea. I like because here's the thing: 200 cash, you might not put it back to craft brewer. You
That's
can't
true.
promote, but like Union Growler has gift cards. Craft and Growlers down the street have gift cards. Dots has gift cards. Like you
Yeah.
can do gift cards for something around here that supports local craft beer and make it the theme of supporting local craft beer.
Yeah. All right.
You know, keep it focused on that. You know,
Definitely.
I think it'd be a lot of fun too. 'Cause then it's, I mean, a lot of times like.
but how about?
I'd like to be able for them to be able to use it, not just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love for them to use it here, but if they went to a brewery and they were able to use it there too,
What it could be
That-
here,
that way it's-
farmers. You could do it if they have gift cards here. Like whatever you could do the gift card at. Maybe
Ooh.
$50 here, whatever.
Well, this just exists in general. So you know how like I don't know if they're still owned by the same people, but like Chili's on the border, all of them used to be owned by the same people. So you got a
Yeah.
gift card at one, you can use it at either.
Oh,
There should just be a craft brewery gift card.
Dude,
So
that'd
like
be awesome.
instead of buying like, oh hey, you like Patagones, we'll get you this. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, hey, I don't know
Buy
what you like. Here's a
$50
$50
gift card?
brewery gift card. Just
go
go to
wherever.
one of the dozen or so that are linked with it.
You gotta work that. That's a lot.
It's a little bit of
That's a
extra
lot
work,
of
but-
a lot, but you gotta work out deals with a bunch of breweries. I think a lot of people would be down with that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's-
because a lot of people are friends here. Like I know Community, Penny Cole's Manhattan Project. They're all friends, so they say they all open. You can do like that beer line, Outfit Brewing, Cider Cake.
even just
all
you
the
can be like
Take
this-
Down Project. You can do that whole line right there. Like any of this $50 gift card work here, but work out the logistics with them
Well,
and
it'd be
make
really
it happen.
nice too for people who just
I mean, we can make
Don't.
a joke about it and just do like AB InBev gift card. 6 and
Noble Ray gift card. Here's your Noble Ray gift card. R.I.P. R.I.p. No. I think. Listen, this rock paper scissors sounds fun. What I wanted to do a long time ago, just couldn't work out logistically, and we couldn't get it approved. Was Beer Olympics, brewery versus brewery.
yeah. The reason I can't get approved is because
TBC
TBC won't allow us to
yeah.
encourage excessive drinking,
Yeah.
which I mean,
Well,
probably a fair.
The beautiful thing about our community of craft beer, it's even though there's some behind the scenes problems, they're minute to the overall community because everybody still supports each other. Now you may not see someone support a particular person, but people around them support them. Their staff may still support the other brewery. It's not like, oh, you work at Brewery X, you could never support Brewery Y. Anybody in my team, oh, you getting fucking fired. I see you supporting Brewery Y. No, everybody's listen. People, for the most part, if they have a personal problem, it's a personal problem. They leave it as that. And then people still support it. The community, the team might still support the other brewery and vice versa. You know, it is what it is. But I just want to knock that out because we're still so small and we still help each other. Like, listen, there's so many people who help each other out here. Like,
Like,
I
I
just
just
That's,
post all the
that's the
time
best
saying,
part
like-
about this industry, dude. I mean, that's what it's just what it's all about.
yeah.
You know,
It's like
that's
my
why this
favorite post on
concept.
Facebook this year. People saying like, "Hey, does anyone happen to have an extra 4 pounds of this hop? I've got more coming next week, but I'm looking to brew on Thursday."
Yeah.
And
people help out
Another
all
brewer,
the
another brewer
time.
says, "Oh, I've got some. I just need it by 2 weeks from now, or a week and a half.
Yeah.
Or I need.
I just need it by the end of the
3
month because I'm about to
Yeah.
brew too.
And
Yeah.
that's what I think is great about this is that
You know, the
there might still
collabs-
be that beef, especially on the sales side. There's a little beef because people are like, "Hey, you're targeting my tabs."
Yeah.
But on the brewing side, people just, "Hey, we're here to help. We all like to make beer, and then someone needs to drink at some point." So,
Exactly. On that beautiful note, guys, we've been doing this for a while now. So,
I don't even remember how long.
yeah, I've been here since 2:30. What time is it now?
I was yesterday though, right?
Well, these guys are coming in at 5, so
Oh, so we've been here for a while. So on that note, anyway, thank you so much for
Yeah, man,
coming on
thanks
the
for having
podcast.
us,
Thank
dude.
you for
Thanks for
reaching
coming.
out to me. I really, really appreciate that. Just a beautiful place. I love your concept. I really love the ideas you guys are doing. And at any event you guys want me to, any event you guys do, I'll be here just to hang out and promote it. Like, it's gonna be exciting.
appreciate
That Bucky idea was crazy. Rock paper scissors was crazy. Like, just as long as you guys are having fun, I think this place is
Yeah,
gonna be
seriously,
successful.
man, that's-
Making the
at the end
scale
of the day,
towards
that's
fun,
what it
you know,
is.
Yeah.
just
As long as you guys are having fun, I think it's gonna be great.
I mean, that's, you know, you hear a lot of people saying like, oh, I want beer to be fun again because there's a lot of stuff that's gone involved, but it's like, that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to make this fun and just a neutral environment
Yeah.
for everybody to come up here and just crack some jokes, make fun of one another, and just have a good time.
Relax.
I went back to like one of my favorite events that I got to participate in was going to a Raspberry Golden Ray event, and just a whole bunch of raspberries, and you got someone on your team. You can be a team where you get people combined, and just toss it, let someone catch it in their mouth, and then just got further back, and it was just the last person standing won. I can't remember what it was, a T-shirt, gift card, and some glassware. Like,
but that sounds fun.
But like, and it was just fun to participate in. We're all having a good time. Some people were diving for them. I mean, roughing up their arms on the concrete, but it doesn't matter. You're having fun.
People get really competitive, but it's all
it
for
was
fun.
extremely competitive for what amounted to a childhood game.
Yeah. No,
Like,
that's
that's all
all
I
fun.
wanted.
But everybody can find you guys on all social media.
Yeah,
On
all
Twitter,
social media.
the Second Tap.
We 100% need to start using Twitter. Like, we have a Twitter.
I have a
but,
Twitter
like,
too, but I barely use it. Like,
We'll
but-
be honest with you right now. Yeah, we barely use Twitter.
yeah, I mean, Twitter is weird to me, bro.
But we need to use it more because if anyone tweets us, it shows up on our digital menu.
Oh,
So,
connect that to Instagram.
yeah, we should do that as well.
I like Instagram more.
Yeah,
Well, we're on there. We got Facebook pretty heavy.
So the Second Tap, all links in the description.
The 2.
The two.
Yeah, don't spell it out. That's too much work. Just the 2.
Oh, second. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. I was like, the two. All right, excuse me. But by the time this video will come out, you will be Armadillo will be the next one.
Do you know roughly when you're going to have it posted?
Yes, in like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks.
There's a lot of us
plug
going
those.
in and out, so I can imagine all the editing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
apologize about that.
No,
though,
no,
for
it's
sure.
fine. Listen, I
Here,
deal with it
how
all the
about
time.
this? You know when you're going to post it, we'll just say all of the ones it could be. Yeah, when you're posting it, it'll probably be Armadillo. When you're posting it, it should be Three Nations. When you're posting it, it should be Blackwater Draw. That way, whatever it is, just splice that in.
No, it's definitely gonna be Armadillo because it'll be during that timeline.
Cool.
But it'll be fun. Listen, we're gonna take some pictures. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna chug a beer. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, brother.
Thanks. Oh, wait, let's do that again. I don't ever know what to go for.
right,
It's
okay,
supposed to be
dude,
all the
straight.
time.
Okay,
I
let's
always
be
go for
honest about
handshake.
it. This is the most
This-
awkward guy at goodbyes. Because, look, let me
this
tell you
is
what he
the-
does. He'll do this. He'll be like, all right, man, see you later. And he just looks
it's-
away.
You gotta look at the hand.
What's wrong with you, man?
Well, I don't look away all it. Like,
You always either look
Just
up
real
or
quick.
you just look away.
Like, okay, if I'm going
If we're
straight,
going for
if
a
I'm-
shake,
you're going straight
it's
in
like
for a
that.
shake.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
awkward.
But I
It's
went
so
like this.
awkward, man.
well, no, you were like this, and then you shifted it.
No, dude, you're white. It's okay. All right,
thank you for coming by.
It's still awkward. It's still just awkward.
I didn't grow
I
up
can't help it. I can't
Thank
help
you.
it.
Have a safe weekend, guys.